Imagine living with someone who never understands what you say every single day. I know this by heart because if I close my mouth, I have what they call a resting bitch face. I look pissed off even though I'm not. So imagine what life can feel for a dog. But there's a better way. And it starts by learning their language of heart. We live in a world made for humans. Words, rules, commands. But your dog, they were born into a world of language, energy, emotion, running free, sniffing, exploring. When we expect dogs to adapt to us without lifting a finger, really without lifting a finger, without learning about them, their language, their natural needs, their normal behaviors, we really miss out on the deeper connection that is possible. In this video, we will explore what it really means to speak your dog's language and why it can transform your relationship into something that is built on trust, peace, and love. It can really supercharge your relationship when you speak to their heart. Most of the time, when dogs don't listen, they're not being stubborn, they are confused because we're speaking in a way they don't understand. Dogs don't use language the way we do. They communicate through posture, energy, movement, and emotion. All the things that we often don't look at. Here's where it often breaks down because we're not keen to looking into the body language, not just yet. We miscommunicate often with our words and with our body. We might say no with our words, but our body says completely different. Or we might say, yes, that's a good boy, but our body is saying, mm-mm, I don't think so, saying complete opposite. And this confusion might look misbehavior for you. We humans also punish fear as it were defiance. Completely wrong. We do this because we don't know better. And we often expect dogs to behave like humans. They don't understand our rules because they are not us. They are not human beings. So it's wrong to expect behaviors that are not natural for them. Your dog will not understand why he cannot dig the flowers if he can dig on the corner of the yard. It's the same thing with my 5-year-old son. He really doesn't get it, and he's human. If we really want to speak dog, if we really want to speak to the dog's mind and heart, we have to become students. And we have to become students of science and observation. It is noticing the small things. A yawn that means I am uncomfortable, a lip lick that says I need space, or a soft glance that invites connection. Dogs have an incredibly rich emotional language, but it is subtle. That was my dog, Aura, that is here in the room with me. And she was just able to push the kids' piano. So there's the background music for you. So here's the pianist, Aura, one of our 3 dogs. She wanted to have you something nice to listen at, more than my voice. I hope you'll enjoy the concert. Well, let's go back to the topic. So I was saying that dogs have an incredibly rich emotional language, but it is really subtle. When you learn it, it's gonna be like screaming to you. It's gonna be coming uh, out of every dog when you see them. But before learning it, you're just completely blind to it. Afterwards, you cannot close your eyes anymore. Your best teacher is always your dogs. Is always your dogs, and every single dog that you see from now on. Um, on the street, in the movies, on in commercials, wherever. Dogs are your best teachers. I'm the vessel here. I will help you learn, but you look at your dogs. There's the real information. You need to learn to slow down. By doing so, it creates a bond that is deeper than commands. It is a partnership, and it's also healing. It's healing for you and for them. Some dogs, unfortunately, spend their whole lives completely misunderstood. But when you learn their language, you offer them the gift of peace that really touches their soul. And when you start responding to their cues, not just correcting behavior, something beautiful happens. Your dog begins really to feel understood, and the relationship shoots up to the next level. Aura, for example, the dog that you just saw in the video, is extremely anxious dog. She starts barking and whining and jumping and gets extremely agitated in almost every situation of life. She can get anxious because she's happy. She can get anxious because somebody's playing too hard or somebody's not playing. She can get anxious if the cat moves, if there's too much movement on the yard, on the street. But the worst part is if I go away, if I give the leash to somebody's hand, I can just stand here and give the leash to you, and you're standing basically here, and she gets like panic, full panic attack. She starts lunging and barking and goes absolutely nuts. But I understand it's fear. I understand of that is fear of being abandoned, because that's the way her life started. She was abandoned when she was a baby, and I took her in when she was about 7 months old. And she suffered from extremely, extremely strong separation anxiety. It took me almost a year of training to get her feeling better. Before that, she couldn't handle if I moved my back forwards, just like tilted my back forward just a little bit. She went nuts. She tried to get out of the windows and doors, ate every single thing in the house, peed and pooed and did everything, and she was a complete wreck. But with slow training, slowly teaching her that don't you worry, I will come back, she got used to the fact that she can be now at the home or in the camper or in the car, and she knows nothing bad will happen. And my folks, they will come back. But she still has these triggers that are extremely difficult for her. But me understanding them, that those come from a fear based emotion, I don't get mad. I don't start yelling at her, why are you doing like this? And so on and so on. And I adapt. So this is just my personal experience, how knowing the language can help you co-live with the animals that you're living with, or the animals that you are around. When we speak in a way that dogs can understand, everything really changes. Their behavior improves, fear fades, like we've seen also with Aura. Fear fades. She knows how to be at home now, and love deepens. I have to say, nobody in this world loves me more than that dog. That's probably very true. So when you speak your dog's language, you're not just training, you're building trust. Imagine being afraid, and instead of being punished, somebody truly listens. That's how your dog feels when you respect their signals. It tells them you see them, you're safe, and they matter. Love speaks in many forms. I wish that you learn the one that your dog understands, because it is not magic, but it definitely will feel like it when it finally clicks, when you get it. Next week, we're going to dive into the calming signals. I'm going to start a series where we slowly get used to looking into the calming signals and learning about them one at a time. So it's going to be an easy add up weekly. And I really hope to see you there. If this video touched you, I hope that you subscribe, hit the like button and comment. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.